guys, welcome in. I got a really good testimonial for you guys today. I got 3 people that joined B.O.S.S at the same time. And yeah, I'm just going to ask them a couple questions about their experience inside of B.O.S.S. So I don't know how we should do it. So I'm just going to go in order. I'm just going to go Troy, Lewis, Matt. Like you guys can just answer the question individually and we'll do it like that. So I'm just going to start with a really basic question, then I'll get into like some harder questions. So the first one is just your overall experience with B.O.S.S. Just give some feedback on it. Start with Troy.
Been fun. When we joined, we thought we had a pretty good sales script. We thought we had a good process. We realised pretty quickly that we didn't. There was a few what seemed like quite small changes that you gave us, and as soon as we implemented them, we started closing deals. Like within, I think, 2 weeks of being in the B.O.S.S program, we signed 3 clients, and that was going from 0 to 3. So pretty rapidly, we saw some pretty good results.
It's been good, yeah. I mean, any question we have we get answered pretty much instantly. We just message Dan, he helps us out. Anytime we want to set something up, like ads or funnels or like anything we're doing, like sales, we can just book in a call with Dan like on that day and we just get a call. So everything gets answered really quickly. Like any problem we have just gets solved straight away. And as Troy said, like we were scraping by before. We had a good service, but we didn't really know how to get clients on it. We thought we did. We were just confused why they weren't closing, but Dan gave us a sort of new sales process and pretty much instantly we started closing deals. So yeah, very good on my account.
On top of all the things that they've just said, I think one of the most important points was like, you gave us confidence. And in something like this, you need to have confidence to sell something. So like, as Troy said, those small changes. But when stuff isn't going right, you can sometimes think like, oh, I'm not right for this, or like it's not working because it's me. But then you give them the small change, and then you hype us up, and then we close deals, and we're like, fuck, we can do this. Do you know what I mean? So I think, aside from the fact of all your knowledge and all the ads and the sales scripts and stuff, I think like the support and the confidence aspect, I think was huge for us as well. So I appreciate that.
Yeah, so exactly, right? Like Lewis, Troy kind of talked about like the sales process that helped you guys with, but it's also that too, right? Like I can show you guys how to sell and like get confidence to sell, but it's also the way that I'm setting you guys up for the call, right? Because then we included like, hey, before our call, watch these videos. Like you guys are set up to have that authority, to have literally the most confidence on the phone, because you know, if they watch this video and they show up to my call, they're probably going to close. Because you make that expectation, we make it look right. So, okay, cool. And then I want to also talk about the thing that everybody wants to know. What were your results in the first 30 days of B.O.S.S? Starting with Troy.
The first, I think, less than 30 days, we closed 3 clients, got to $5,000, and then more recently, we signed another client that pushed us to 10K. So I don't know how long we've been in, but we hit our first 10K with you pretty quickly. I think it was in the first like 6-7 weeks.
Yeah, is this week 6?
Yeah, I think it was within the first.
Is it less than that?
Just after 30 days.
Okay, so week 5 we got to from 0 to 10K in 5 weeks with you.
I mean, basically what Troy said, I think it was just like 5 weeks. We went from 0 to 10K. And that's not even, we closed a lot of clients, or closed a few clients on a rev share agreement. So we're getting a percentage of the money we make from that's going really well. So that doesn't even include the rev share that we're getting for them. And just to sort of go back to what Dan said, it really was the sort of pre-framing of the call, like us getting on there and just having a different energy about us that we've never tried before, just made it so much more effective, where we could just close so easily, which is what we've not really been able to do. So yeah.
Yeah, so in the first 3 weeks, we actually closed 2 clients on a kind of different offer, which Dan actually helped us create, which was a lower retainer plus a rev share. And they've been going really well. Like one of the clients, it's basically like a TikTok organic, and we were running their account for, I think it was only like 2 weeks. And we got them a viral video, and they usually get like, say, $3,000 worth of sales in a month, and we got them that in like 2 days. So that was fucking sick. And then I think 2 weeks after that, we then signed our biggest monthly retainer client, which was another $5,000 on retainer. That wasn't a rev share one, but again, it was our biggest client yet, and we wouldn't have been able to do that without like the confidence and the better sales process and kind of showing that authority and the confidence that Dan obviously gave us going into those calls.
Okay, good. Yeah, I was waiting for somebody to talk about the client results that you got. Obviously, we're not going to tell people what the name of the client is, but yeah, you guys did organic TikTok, and you guys helped me with that too. So I want to also mention that I was doing a lot of organic stuff for my agency and also for like my clients, because we both do e-com. And yeah, it's been insane. Like the value that you guys have given me too, but the results you guys got for your client was insane. So you guys posted a video in 12 or 16 hours that had like 1 million views and like $1,100 in sales, like organically with 60% profit margin. So very good job on that. Again, super proud of the results you guys are getting. Although I do want to mention also, these guys already had experience doing that. So Lewis, I don't know if you want to talk about it. You talked to me a little bit about like your background. So I want to kind of transition into that, like what you were doing before and then how you got into B.O.S.S.
Yeah, so a while back, was in a program called Hustlers University. I was the number one TikTok affiliate in there for a while. So like I already kind of knew what I was doing when it came to TikTok organic. And Dan basically told us to implement that, or not that, but a lower ticket offer. We thought that would be a good service to offer. So we started offering that with a rev share, brought on 2 clients within like a week of starting using that offer. And yeah, it's been going really well. As Matt said, like we're killing it for these brands. So yeah, it's great.
And then Troy, like you guys obviously knew each other before like joining the program. Like kind of talk to us about like how you guys decided to start the agency together and like, yeah, kind of that situation.
We all went to uni together. I was actually traveling in South America, and they both hit me up, being like, "We want to start this agency. Are you down?" And I thought, I don't want a job. I've got no plan on doing anything like that after. So collectively, we just kind of decided to dive headfirst into it. Minimal marketing or agency experience. A lot of lack of results for the first 6 months. And then we met you maybe month 9 or 10 in, and then that's when we started to actually get clients. We started to get results, started actually making decent money.
Wait, so you're saying for 9 months you guys were trying to get clients or 5 months?
No, we got some clients. Well, we didn't really know what we were doing. We didn't really have a solid sales process. We didn't really have, like for a while we had one client, we lost them, then we got another client. So we didn't really have that inflow, that funnel of more clients. So it was a position of scarcity we were in despite having a client.
And then Matt, I want to ask you, also like a little bit of your background, just kind of like how you know, I mean, you guys met in university, but were you guys like, did you guys have a sales background? Like beginners want to know, like, did they have experience? Like how were they able to get results? So kind of talk about like the early stages of the agency and how you got that first client.
In the earlier stages for me was I used to sell like fake football tops or maybe soccer tops for any American people watching this. On Instagram, literally just buy them from China and sell them on my Instagram. So that was like my first real experience of selling. That's obviously like, I think now you might call that like DM selling, but I was just talking to people. So like, even if you're someone who's good at speaking to people, that's sales in itself. In terms of like the earliest stages of the agency, Lewis was the only one who had experience of actually getting on calls to people and selling a service. So like for me and Troy, it was like completely new. So like we'd have a sales call and we'd be pure prepping for it for like half an hour before, like get sweaty before it, being like, oh fuck, oh fuck. But it's just like anything. Once you do it a good couple of times, you kind of get used to it, and once you're in the calls and stuff like that, you get in a bit of a flow. So for anyone who's just like starting out, you probably have more sales experience than you think. Even if it's just persuading your mum to let you stay out for longer or something like that. But yeah, definitely.
Oh, great point. Great point. I feel like a lot of people kind of overlook that. They're like, man, I don't have any sales experience. It's like, okay, well, are you comfortable talking to people? I actually need to tell you what to say. Okay, and that's fine. So yeah, good point. And then I also want to talk about the bias, right? Because we're just going to sit here and talk about how we're amazing. But I want to know in order, like, what is something maybe that you guys wanted to see in B.O.S.S that you didn't get, or maybe something that you hated or thought could be improved on? We'll start with Troy.
And then I thought something that I wanted to see in B.O.S.S that we didn't see. I don't know. You're pretty responsive, Dan. Like you get calls with us just like every day. I don't know how you have the hours to do that, but you seem to do. You've got very good knowledge in terms of actually running ads and sales, obviously. In terms of something that we wanted to see, I don't know. I can't really. I know you said don't be biased, but I can't really come up with anything right now.
No, not. I mean, if it's nothing, it's nothing. But like, I just want to know for people that may be concerned, because like a lot of people watch these and they're like, okay, but it's just a course, right? Like, I'm gonna get to that in the next question, but like, I don't know. Is there anything that, like Lewis, that you wanted to see that you didn't see, or like, yeah, maybe would have wanted to see more of this, or yeah, I didn't really get this, or I don't know, just anything.
I mean,
I don't know if we're in a position yet to give you an answer for that, Dan. Like because we kind of just tackle each problem as we go. We're able to tackle each problem as we go. So until we find one that we're not able to tackle, then I don't know if we can give you an answer for that yet.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's fair. If it's nothing, it's nothing. But I always just want to get feedback from people in general.
I think
That's what I was gonna say. I was actually gonna say, like, anytime we had an issue, you'd respond quickly and you'd always have an answer. One of the things that I loved watching was your sales calls. Like, I would love to watch more of them, but that's not really a weakness. Like, you didn't show us like more sales calls, but just something that I enjoyed watching. Enjoyed watching you close.
Oh, you actually watch like the live sales calls in there?
Yeah, or like, or if we were on a call and you were kind of showing us like a snippet of you closing, or you showed us a snippet of someone being difficult and you kind of like holding your position. I think that was like the two that we watched. Like, I enjoyed watching it, but I wouldn't say like that's a weakness that I didn't see more. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying it's something that's interesting to watch.
So no weaknesses, which is fine. I'm the best anyways. We don't have to sit here and confirm that, but I do want to ask also like the next step for you guys, because you guys are what, at how much in rev?
10K.
This month has been what, 10?
10K? Okay. So we're here now. Where do we go from here? Like, what's next for you guys?
We are
30 end of the
I
year.
think the goal was 20K. Yeah, I think we're working towards around 20K pounds, which is about $25K dollars. That's kind of the goal we're working towards right now, and Dan's helping us set up ads and basically get our sales process going again, because we kind of had to stop it for a little while as we bring up the handle these new clients we brought on. But we're starting that up right now, and we are hopefully in the next month going to scale up to 20K each month.
Okay, so are we going to do that by improving our current clients, getting new ones, or
Getting new sales. So we're going to be running, we're about to start running ads and booking calls, obviously, and then closing deals. So hopefully bringing on about 3 or 4 clients at 4 to 5K a month and dollars over the next month or so. That's the plan.
Okay, good. So yeah, that's it. And then I was going to ask this last question in order. So a lot of people that watch our videos, right? Maybe people like Arturo, people like myself, they're always like, bro, it's just a course. Like, it's just a course. Like, I can just learn this shit for free. And I agree with that. But like, what, like for anybody watching that may be considering joining B.O.S.S or like, you know, might be on the fence, like, what would you say to somebody who has no clients, wants to join, but is not sure if like this is even going to help them get results at all? Why not just watch the free stuff? We'll start with Troy.
My answer to that would be that it's not just a course. Although you have all these materials on the Circle platform, you know, we're on calls with you just about every day. That's not really part of the course materials. Like, if we have an issue, you send us a Zoom link, then we jump on the call, we figure out why that ads aren't running, we figure out what we need to do in terms of sales. We're in constant communication with you. So, like I said earlier, I don't know how you have the hours in the day to do that, but yeah, we are part of the value we get from the B.O.S.S program is being able to hit you up at any point in the day and get an answer within like half an hour. So I would say if you're on the fence and you're literally starting from zero, and your guy, because he'll show you exactly what to do. Just do whatever he says.
Okay, I love when people tell me that or when people say that in the interview, because it is true. But like, it's not just like follow the course. It's like, I'm directly going to tell you what to do. As long as you do that, you're good. Like, you're going to get results. So good point.
That's what we've been doing, and we're doing pretty well so far.
Okay. And then Lewis, you want to add on to that?
Yeah. Well, there's a course, but I mean, like, we've not watched it, to be honest. We've not watched the course yet, and all the results we've gotten have been purely from the Dan telling us what to do and helping us solve our problems. So if you think it's a course, you know, we've not actually used the course yet, and we've managed to get from 0 to 10K, and we're scaling even further now. So yeah, that's the way I see it.
Hey, Matt.
The difference between this and a course is like trying to find a word in a paper dictionary compared to finding it on your phone. With a paper dictionary, you have to fucking scroll through all the pages, find the word, find the letter, find where it is. Whereas on your phone, you just fucking type it in and you find the answer like that. Like, Dan, you just ask him and he tells you. It's fucking easy. Literally, like, that's the only way I can put it. That's the best way I can put it.
Bro, that's the best way I can put it. It's really like bro, if you're buying B.O.S.S to watch videos, don't buy it. Like, you go to YouTube. You're not going to learn anything new that I haven't already taught. It's like, it's the accountability. It's that I'm directly helping you with your problem. You guys already were getting appointments. You're like, wait, how do I close them more effectively? We installed the sales process. We started printing money. For other people, they're very good at fulfillment, but they can't close deals. So we set up systems for automation, for outreach, and then also have a good sales process in place. And then we start printing money and they can fulfill, you know? So it really is depending on like whatever you're best at. I'm just going to supplement that and just help you get through that. So that's it. I want to close on some final thoughts. Just like anybody watching this, if you have any advice for somebody who, might be starting SMMA, or is watching this right now, what advice would you give them? We'll start with Troy.
Get a mentor. Get a mentor as soon as you can. Register whatever money you have and pay for the knowledge you can get from someone else, because we actually had a mentor at the start who wasn't that good, and we didn't realize, we got misled. It wasn't until we met the likes of you, Arturo, Zoltan, those kind of mentors that maybe aren't, huge online. But when you find you guys, it's a completely different world, because you're so immersed in the agency and the marketing space where you just know everything. So get a mentor, pay for that information, pay for someone to tell you what to do, because that's what we've been doing for you, Dan. You just tell us what to do, we do it, and then everything works out fine. So yeah, get a mentor if you can.
Okay, so get a mentor. And then Lewis, any advice for people watching or starting?
That's what I would say, the exact same thing. I would say, I've thought about this before, like if I was starting out again, like complete beginner, like no experience, I would work a job until I have enough money to afford a mentor. If you try and do this on your own with no experience in business or in sales or like delivering a service, you are going to spend maybe a year before you actually start to see anything. It'd be much better just like getting some money together, getting a good mentor who's not just like a course seller, but someone who's actually getting on calls with you and telling you what to do, how to fix your problems. And that's the only way, I think, if you don't have experience, that you're going to be able to scale to 10K and beyond within 3 months. The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you get someone who's done that and actually pay them to make you do it, to sit there and tell you how to do it and walk you through the process. Otherwise, you're going to spend a year or 2 or 3 years trying to get somewhere that you could have got in 3 months.
Pretty much, yeah. That's exactly how I started my agency. I just didn't have anything or anybody because I was broke. But I also couldn't get a job. So, because it was like 2020, end of 2020, and Fiverr just shut me down. And bro, yeah, my mentors, bro, now that you say that, because I had a totally different answer, but now that you say that, that is true. Because I wouldn't know anything without, the people that helped me get there. So there's truth to that. Matt, any feedback?
Definitely get a mentor, but if you can't find a good one or one that you trust, don't be scared to spend money to learn. Like people get caught up in saying like, oh, I can find something for free or I can find a YouTube video. It's like, yeah, you can, but usually the stuff that's free isn't as good as the stuff that you pay for. In all honesty, I know Hermosi goes on about saying like his free stuff's better than his paid stuff, but in my experience, not every time, but a lot of the time when I pay for things or pay for knowledge from someone, it's usually a lot more, it's a lot more useful and like a lot more applicable to what I'm doing. If that makes sense. I don't know if I explained that very well.
Yeah, I was also going to add on by saying, like, not every guru is Hormozi. You know what I'm saying? Like, not everybody's going to have the best free knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But not every guru, Hormozi also won't sit here for hours and tell you guys exactly what to do and how to get there. So, yeah, pick your poison. So, either way, that's really it. I wanted to say, again, thank you guys for doing this interview. Not everybody wants to do that. And that's it. Thank you guys. If people want to find you, how can they find you on social media?
IG is the Lure Agency, and if you want to find us individually, then you need to look a wee bit harder. We're not going to give that away just yet.
Oh, okay, fair enough. All right, cool.
Unless you boys want to give away your hand, don't do that.
Maybe we've got a bit more of a following. We'll see.
All right, this is your chance. So
we'll leave it till we're a wee bit higher.
All right, cool. Well, thank you guys again for doing the interview, and I'll see you guys when I see you guys.
Awesome. Thank you, Dan.
Wait for it.